Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Crackin' Packs video. I'm not really cracking packs this week so much as we're just opening up a Selesnya Guild Kit, because I want to take a look at what's inside. And also the pins, you know, who doesn't want some pins? You also get a nice little die, and you get a deck box that can actually fit sleeves, and you get these alternate art lands. Well, not necessarily alternate art, but alternate, like, border lands, which is pretty cool. So, without further ado, let's just get right into it here. Try to open it without breaking it too badly. There it is. There you go. Alright. So we've got our nice little metal pin there. Very nice. Those will go nicely onto my gaming bag. I will gladly put those on there. And of course you get your Selesnya die, so if you weren't lucky enough to get one of each of the guild symbol dies from this set, from your either bundles or your pre-release kits or whatever, you could just pick up one of each of these kits and you get the die. So there you go. I'm assuming they'll do the same product release with the next set of guilds from the new Ravnica set that's coming down the pipe. Of course, you get a sticker as well. Look at that. Nice big old sticker. Where the Golgari sticker went that I had that was over here, I don't know, but it's not here, so who knows. Maybe it's in the box or something. I probably put it back in the box. Anyway, so there's your deck box. It pops open pretty nice. They've made it so that it folds down pretty good inside. It's one of these fancy, yeah, there you go. It's one of these fancy, like, folds over itself just by you basically opening it, which is nice. So you don't have to put the bottom of the box together, essentially, which is kind of nice. And the deck will fit in here sleeved, so that's good. Let's check out what we've got here. So we've got a nice little full art piece of the pie here. This is, man, that's from original Ravnica. That is the legendary dude that makes the wolf token, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So, what have we got here? So this is all just sort of the flavor. This is the tenets of the Selesnya Conclave. Oh man, wow, they really like went to town on this swirly words. My goodness. Alright, well, there you go. So there's some like little flavor there. I'm not gonna read it all because I just don't feel like it. How about that? I just don't feel like it. And you get Tristani, Selesnya's voice, which is not the new Tristani, this is the original Tristani. So 2/5, alternate art foil. So this is like perfect for your commander decks, because if you were already running a Tristani deck, right, and you want something that stands out a little bit different than everybody else, right here, boom, you buy this Selesnya kit, you get a new commander. Right? And by that I mean you get the same commander you already had, you just get alternate art foil, which is pretty sweet, to be completely honest. Alright, let's see what we get in here, because now I've heard that this is the one. This didn't work very well. Did you see that? It kind of didn't really open, did it? No, it certainly didn't. Now, the guy at my LGS was like, this is the kit that, like, they sold out of them. Like, just immediately. And I was like, well, that seems strange. Why didn't they buy the other ones? And he's like, well, this one has a card in it that's like, you know, $20 or some nonsense. And so he's like, so everyone bought this kit because you basically just make your money back right away with that one card, let alone all the others. And I was like, okay, I guess that's fair. Okay, so you've got a Loxodon Hierarch, which is from Ravnica City of Guilds. You got the Venerated Loxodon, which is, it's funny, like, see how they printed the new symbol? Because they had to reprint these cards because they're from the older sets, so they've got the new symbol. But this Venerated Loxodon doesn't have the new symbol on it. They didn't print this in this, so like when they put this deck list through the printer, they didn't print this card with a new symbol on it. They just took the ones from the guilds. It's kind of funny. We got an Armada Worm, which is another mythic. Holy moly. There's that full art guy. Tolzamir Wolfblood. Yeah. So this is the guy that he gives your other green creatures +1/+1, other white creatures +1/+1, and creates a 2/2 legendary green 2/2, or sorry, creates a legendary 2/2 green and white wolf creature token named Voja. So there you go. And then you got a Grove of the Guardian. This is the one that makes the 8/8 elemental token with vigilance. Then you got a Glare of Subdual. A Growing Ranks, which is a fun card for populating if you got lots of tokens. You've got Advent of the Worm, which makes 5/5 tokens. Here, Privileged Position. This is the card that everyone is like, holy moly, this card's worth a bunch of money. It's 5 mana, 2 and a green, white, green, white, green, white. Other permanents you control have hexproof. So there you go. And then you've got Bounty of Might, which has got the new symbol on it, and Camaraderie, which has the new symbol on it. And then you've got Hour of Reckoning. So let's just do a count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 rares and 2 mythics in this guild kit. So again, like I said with the Golgari kit, the chances of you getting that many rares from like a pre-built deck of the past, like look at the Planeswalker decks and look at the, you know, the dual decks and things like that. You never get that many rares. You get like maybe 5, 6. This is double that, right? And you're lucky if you get 1 mythic, let alone 2, right? So pretty nice. And then of course you've got your double-sided tokens, Saprolings. Oh, and there's your Voja token, which is kind of cool. This is a token that's never been printed before, so there you go. Oh, and then you get your Armada Worm token on the back of your Saproling, and then you get your Centaur with your Elemental on the back. So they've covered it up. The problem here with, and this is cool, like it's nice that they gave you double-sided tokens because they're versatile. The problem is that if you have a Centaur out and then you spawn an 8/8, what do? You need another token. That doesn't help you, does it? And there were no other Centaurs, right? So, you know, they gave you a lot of Saprolings. I feel like if they had changed one of these Saprolings to a Centaur, it would have been fine. Do you know what I mean? Like they could have changed one of the Saprolings here on the back of the Elf Knight tokens. Right? I feel like they could have. Now that being said, I don't know how many things in this deck make Centaurs. Maybe there's not. Maybe there's only one, and that's why. But still, it just seems strange to me. So, again, it's interesting you can see what's been reprinted versus what hasn't been based on the symbols, right? So, like, you've got guilds, right? You know it's guilds because it's got the guild symbol on it, right? Huh. There's like a little white dot on that. See that? On the border? I thought it was just like a speck of something stuck to the card. It is not stuck to the card. It is actually part of the card. Is actually part of the card. See? It's under the gloss. Weird. Just a little print defect. It's not major, it's just minor, but still interesting. So we've got Dryad Militant, which is a good card. Very good card. Selesnya and Evangel, which is for populating, right? Yeah, you pay 1, tap it, untap creature you control, create a 1/1 Saproling. Watchwolf, which is just a 3/3 for 2. Very good. Selesnya Guild Mage, which makes Saprolings as well. Now you can see why they make you so many Saprolings. So many Saproling token generation. And then you've got your Guild Gates and your Sanctuaries. It's nice that they put in these bounce lands. I really like them. I'm so happy that they include them. And you've got a whole bunch of forests here. And then now you've got your instants and sorceries here. You've got Gather Courage. Selesnya Signet. You've got 2 of those. Call of the Conclave. So they only give you 1. That's why they've only given you 1 Centaur token. You've only got 1 way to generate a 3/3. You got Selesnya Charm, Sundering Growth, Devouring Light. Look at that. It's a pretty sweet removal spell, actually. So 3 mana instant that removes target attacking or blocking creature, but it exiles it. It doesn't destroy it, so it can remove indestructible things, which is nice. And it has Convoke, which means you can have like a bunch of little rinky-dink derps on the table and still cast this just by tapping them. So that's kind of cool. Conclave Tribunal, of course, very nice exile effect. Enchantment with Convoke, Scatter the Seeds, makes Sapperling tokens. You've got 2 of those. Pollen Bright Wings. This is a fun one too. So enchanted creature has flying, and whenever enchanted creature deals combat damage to a player, create that many 1/1 green Sapperling tokens. So you put that on your 8/8 token, right? You put that on your 8/8 Vigilance token, or on your 5/5 Trample Worm, and then you just get a whole bunch of little Sapperlings popping up all over the place. The deck seems pretty decent, actually. I kind of like it. There's definitely some tweaks that you could probably make to make it a little bit more consistent and a little bit better. But it's definitely got some nice cards in it, for sure. And I mean, like, when you look, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? You have 11 cards that are not spells, right? Like, so creatures, you have 11 creatures that, you know, in the deck. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You've got 12 spells and sorceries. And that doesn't include your rares and mythics. My point is, with these numbers and these counts, is that the number of creatures you have that are not rare or mythic is equal to the number of rares and mythics in this kit. And the number of spells and sorceries you have is also close to the number of rares and mythics that you have in this kit. So, like, essentially, you have 1 rare or mythic for every 2 other cards, other than land. That's a crazy ratio. That's a crazy ratio. If you're thinking about, like, opening up some booster packs, right? How many cards do you get in that? You get 15 cards, right? But only 1 of them's a rare or mythic. Maybe 2 if you get a foil, right? That's an insane ratio. Very nice. Wizards has knocked it out of the park with this product, in my opinion. Giving you these things like the nice-looking pin that looks fairly substantial. You get a nice-looking deck box that can hold sleeved cards. You get a nice little bit of flavor here, and some art that you can do something with. And you get a sticker that you can stick onto something like a water bottle or a laptop or who knows what. But show your guild pride, right? I think they knocked it out of the park with these products. These seem really great. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody. This is just a little review of the Selesnya Guild Kit. Nothing special, no cracking packs here. I hope you all enjoyed, and as always, may your pulls ever be better.